Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Skool Morning Show. We are so back. We are live. Jenna's back at it again with the white vans. Damn, Jenna, how are you?
I am alive and I'm back, so that's good.
Did you have a good vacation?
It was really good. It was a lot of fun. You know how you go on a vacation though, and when you get back, you're like, oh shit, I need a vacation.
I know. I always end up coming back home way more exhausted.
Yeah, I'm like, with kids, I feel like, because with kids, it feels you are constantly on the go, 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 you know?
I know. They always want to do something. They won't sleep in. It's like, come on. We're supposed to
Yeah.
rest a little bit.
Yeah, it was pretty chaotic, but it was really fun. I mean, like, at one point, there was like a baby rave going on, and bubbles everywhere,
Oh
bubbles
my gosh.
getting, yeah, it was insane. So, but it was really fun. He had a lot of moments where he's just like, got so much energy, he just couldn't help but like just spaz out for a minute.
Oh my gosh. That's
And I was
awesome.
like, so cute.
Yeah.
So,
We had
uh,
everybody. I'm gonna pull this up real quick. We had
oh yeah,
everybody spamming happy birthday to you. So I hope you had a good birthday.
thank you. It was a lot of fun. It we got there and we got to do a whole little birthday thing, and I did something different on this vacation. I refused to eat out
Really?
or to get any food from the location itself. So that was like one of my things that I wanted to try this time.
How'd
Kind
you
of
pull
like,
that off?
well, I did a lot of pre-planning ahead of time
Mm.
and did some like I cooked certain ingredients, and
Hmm.
then I was able to like put it all together, and I bought it was basically my excuse to buy this foldable griddle that I wanted.
Oh, nice.
And so it was a lot. We got some really, really good, yummy stuff out of that. And
That's cool. I usually pack food when I go on vacation because like all my money is gonna be going to other things, and like I feel like it's like burning money when you buy all that expensive vacation food.
it is. And the other problem is that, like, my son has food allergies. And every single time we have gone on vacations, and I have a couple of food allergies too. It's either him or I end up getting exposed to like one of our food allergies. And
Yeah.
so I was like, well, we'll avoid that this time. So it was really fun to see how it went, and like there's things that I would do differently next time, but we definitely did really good at not getting anything. So
Oh,
very fun.
we got a comment here. Ketchup. That's an interesting description. Yeah, I'm curious about
Right?
this too. I don't know what this was about. What does
Okay.
ketchup mean?
So I shared I shared a joke in my Slack channel with school, and I
Okay.
said, "What do tomatoes have in common with me this morning?"
I don't know what.
We're both trying to catch up. They just figured out how to bottle it. Yeah. So
Hey,
it's
and today we're
ketchup
catching. We're
time.
literally catching up today. That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
So that works. That's great. I like
The
that. You know, I'm always a good dad joke. I'm for it.
yeah, dad jokes they live on forever. And Jesse's reaction to my joke was this GIF right here. He's like,
Oh,
no."
that's awesome. That's one of my favorites.
So we are back live. I wanted to know, for the people watching, did you guys miss us? Did you
They
miss
miss us.
us being live with you, or how did you like the recordings?
It's unfair the tomatoes are pressured into it.
They literally are.
I think people might have missed us. I mean, maybe. I wonder how many people didn't even know it wasn't live. Oh, Arden said no. He
No.
did not miss this. That's okay. I missed this. I was like just pacing around my room every day at like 9:30 and with nothing to do. This is
Yeah.
weird.
It was weird. Like for the first 2 days, obviously, obviously I was like great at like getting him posted inside my community. But yesterday, oh man, I did not post until like what was it? Almost
Yeah.
1 p.m.
Yeah, well, see, I was ready, and I was really like, I was starting to worry. I was like, do I post this? And we didn't really talk about it beforehand. And so finally at like 10:30, I'm like, okay, I just got to post this, whether you know about it or not.
Yeah, that was a total fluke on my side. I was like, there's something I'm supposed to be doing right now, and I kept like glancing at my phone. But there was this problem where yesterday Dominic did not want me on my phone at all unless it was to take a picture of him. He was like, "Stay off your phone." And I wasn't really on my phone during the vacation. I was just taking videos and pictures of him. And I know people will know that like in my normal life because I haven't responded to anybody that said happy birthday yet. I'm like, oops, sorry. Dominic did not want me looking at it at all.
I mean, that's
He was
fair.
like,
That's fair.
and I think part of it may have been because there was a couple moments where, because my parents came with us, and I was like, hey, can y'all get off your phone and like pay attention? So he was doing the same thing to me anytime I would get on there. And so that's when I was like looking at my phone going, I know I'm missing something, but I don't dare touch my phone unless I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So that was why I was delayed.
I think next time that we do this, I'm going to figure out a way to get the live link earlier, and then maybe we can use like Skool automation to like pre-do the post as well. So that way we can just not even worry about it.
Yeah, something like this, I think that might make sense, you know, because normally I would want to be live with the actual post, but at the same time, if I am not available at all,
That's the one time you agree with automated posts.
Yeah, like
here's
when
a
my
good-
son's about to drop kick my phone out of my hands, that might be the time.
I have a really good comment that I want to bring up, and I want you to explain it if you want to. You don't have to if you don't want to, but
Okay.
Jesse says, let me move our faces out the way. 1 second. He said Jenna only had one activity yesterday. What?
Haha, yes, I did. I lost the flame. I lost the flame, and now we need to be sad. Is there a sad media set?
we have a sad one. It's this one right here. You lost the flame. It's so sad.
But I promise I'm not going to go make a post in Schoolers saying I lost the flame, because some people would be not happy about that. But yes, so the only activity I had yesterday was that post that I did for the morning show.
Yeah.
And that's because I straight up, I really mean, my son did not want me on my phone. There was like one time he threw himself on the ground and said, "Mom, you missed the bucket of water falling." And I was like, what in the world? Because I had just like pulled my phone out to show him that he had already seen the bucket of water fall, like, because I had gotten a video of it, and he was mad because I didn't see it in real life action time or whatever.
I mean, isn't
So-
that the point, though, of working from home, and that we can make our own hours and go on vacations like you do?
Yeah, and I had intended to keep the flame. Like, that was something I was like, nope, I'm going to go ahead and keep it. I have stuff coming up, and I want to make sure I have it. And then, you know, you look at the little 4-year-old looking at you with his like lip pouting, and he's like, "Stay off your phone." And you're like, "Oh, bet you're right."
Arden, ain't no way bro said she's going to take her phone for the flame and loses it. Bruh.
Yeah. Yeah,
But here's
exactly.
the thing. When you have small children,
Yeah, when you have small children, there is no space away from them. Like, just an FYI, like, your kids will even follow you into the restroom, Arden. So get ready,
Yep.
prepare for that.
Yep, can't
You
even pee
you have
alone.
you can't shower, you can't do nothing without them being like, "We are in your personal space. We are your personal space." So
It's true.
yeah, there's
So
no
I don't-
way
I
that
don't
you
blame
can
you.
sneakily do that.
I don't blame you at all.
Yeah. So I also got a mild concussion yesterday.
Oh my gosh. I
And
don't
this
know
is
the
not the-
story. You got to tell me.
This is not the first time I've had a mild concussion. I think I had a mild concussion. I think I had one when I did like a podcast with Arden. I think that's the right one. Right now, I can't tell you for sure because I do have a mild concussion.
Oh my
We
gosh.
were bowling yesterday.
Wait, you had a concussion bowling.
Yeah,
That's got to
it
be a
is-
first.
Yeah, well, here's why. So I have a herniated disc in my neck, okay? And I also just recently got my jaw realigned, okay? And I was like thinking, I was thinking it was one of these problems, like why I was feeling the way that I was feeling. But we were bowling and the bumper, I gave Dominic bad advice. He had the bumpers up, but I had told him to get closer and to the thing because he was just chunking the ball like from way far back. And I'm like, man, stop doing that. Like you're making loud noises. Let's go closer to the line and like then we'll do it. Well, when he did that, even with the bumpers, he got a gutter ball and he was so
Oh my
pissed.
God. That's
And
impressive.
so, yeah, I was like, man, I don't know how you did that. That should be better than a strike at this point.
Right.
And so I was sitting down on the bench and Dominic came over to like throw his little fit and
Oh
he
no.
jumped up and his forehead
Oh no.
smacked straight into my teeth
Oh yeah.
going upward. And so I thought it may have been my neck or my jaw, but what happened was it was like it did something with my eyes. And like what I really felt from the whole entire experience was like my eyes were doing something weird. And so ended up looking at all this stuff and yeah, it ended up being a mild concussion,
That's
not like
rough.
I
Did you
probably
see
have an out
like
of
a white
alignment.
flash?
Yeah, and then everything felt like it's hard to explain, but it's like the way that you see and the way that your eyes feel and like when you look at your dilation, all that. It was pretty unfun. And I was worried. I wasn't worried about my concussion or my head or anything. I'm like worried, is my kid going to have like teeth marks on his
Oh my
forehead?
gosh. I know that
'Cause
hurt.
yeah, I was like, oh man, now my kid's going to walk around with like as if I bit him in the head.
Well, I guess we can excuse your losing the flame because I mean, yeah, that's pretty rough.
Yeah, it was pretty not so fun. Not a good time. I don't recommend.
No,
10 out of
definitely
10, no recommendation. However you want to say that. Anyways, we're back to catch up time. So,
not. Yeah.
we want to catch up on all the comments that we did. And so you're going to also have to remind me, because of this mild concussion, what we even talked about on Monday,
I know,
Tuesday,
and
Wednesday.
this is going to be kind of all over the place, and they're not going to be in any particular order. The
Okay.
first thing, we got a lot of comments on Ryan's thing that he did, where he kicked out all those people. The first thing I wanted to bring up about that is that it took Mindy 30 hours to remove everyone.
Dang, that's a lot of time.
Like what, around 10,000, 11,000 people that he removed, or I guess Mindy removed. Wow.
30
yeah.
hours.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's like that's almost like you add 10 more hours and that's technically considered full time here in the US.
That's
It's like
true.
full time, a whole week's worth of work
Yeah. Hope you got paid
to
well.
remove. Yeah. Agreed.
And then we got a couple more comments on it. Jennifer said this. Said the way I see it, most of those 147, that's talking about the people that actually upgraded the premium. They were already there. So those who are willing to pay were already on way more than the $9. And those who weren't ready to go to premium didn't see the value in staying for the $9 just yet. Some people will probably rejoin when they're ready to take the premium jump.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
But wouldn't you say that they would be more willing to take the premium jump if they're being reminded about it in a free community?
Personally, I believe so. Like I would have left the community as like a email list kind of thing. He had a Reddit community, like the URL Reddit, where he was going to be using it for public posts. And that's probably what I would have done, is just made it your public community, kind of like what I'm doing with this one.
Yeah.
And use it for lead nurturing. But if he doesn't want to do it that way, like if he's not going to lead nurture him, then I think this makes the most sense too, because
Yeah.
then you're not wasting your time or their time.
But we've talked about before, some people, their free is like their social media, so their YouTube. So maybe that's the way he's going. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how he's going to be doing his nurturing.
Yeah, well, it gives us another reason to be like, yo, Ryan, we need to talk to you.
Yeah, let us know. And then I like this comment from James. He joined the community on April 1st, and then he got notified that they're kicking everyone out 5 days later.
Oh, man.
But he did say he got a lot of value and he hasn't even been able to go through everything yet. So it's been worth the $9 to him. So that's awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah. It's good to
I
know
think that
people
makes
are,
sense too. I wonder if part of it, like with that many people too, because we know that it came from the Iman Ghazi, however the heck you say his name. It came from like that time frame. So were those people even coming back to school? Because those may have still been interested in like doing things with Iman and Anwap, or you know,
it's just the wrong audience.
yeah, it might be one of those cases.
Yeah. And then Jennifer says again, he thinks that he wants to spend his time helping people that are serious, and if you aren't going to pay $9, you can't be that serious about building your business. I could agree with that.
I mean, I think there's a difference. There's people that still don't want to pay anything too, and or can't pay anything at the moment, but they're still willing to like give it their all. So in that case, I would like, if I was to talk to somebody that's like, I really want to stay in, like I'm gonna give it my hardest shot to like do this, then if you gave him like so much time to figure this out, right? Because I think he gave him a certain amount of days or whatever. It's like, go make an offer. Like if you really think like for $9, go make something. And yes, you're going to you'll probably get kicked out because it's going to take time for the money to get to you. Right. But then jump back in once you get the $9.
Yeah. And I mean, that's super low ticket. So I can kind of understand that.
Yep.
Yeah. That's all on, wait, what is it?
I almost forgot the whole, if you want to help support the Skool morning show thing.
Okay. Bring it up.
Do I need to do the spiel? Do the whole thing?
Do the spiel.
Do we have a do we have one?
Give him the spiel.
If you want to help the Skool morning show, it's free. Just please like, subscribe, comment, and share to show YouTube it should be pushed out to more people. All right. We've got that out of the way.
And also, drop some comments in the What is Skool community. It's the pin post at the top. We are live right now. Anything you say in there, I will throw up on the screen. Boy. Oh, yeah. We'll throw it up. Speaking of throwing up, I'm going to throw one up right now from Jack. He said, I really admired the consistency. This was the first day where we're basically saying this is all pre-recorded. And so just for everybody knows, we recorded the first morning show Friday, and then we recorded the next 3. So we recorded, I don't know, like 5 hours straight of lives.
Yes. So here's how that day went. We had the Skool morning show, right? Then we did 2 pre-recordings. Yep. Then I had to get on my moderator call. Then I had a client call. Then I cut that one short because we had to get the next pre-recording done. Did that, and then I had to get back on another call. So I was on calls like all day long.
And we were actually planning on doing a podcast after that, but we just literally ran out of time.
Yeah, I was like, there's like no way we had time to do that either. I was like, oops.
And I was a little bit sick from allergies, so like all those recordings, I'm so stopped up. Like it sounds terrible, but yeah. I think we still brought a lot of energy. I was impressed with us.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel this morning because we did a ton of swimming, and it was like in an indoor swimming area, and I have like that chlorine irritation that happens. So like my throat's sore and all that. But
fun fact, I don't know how to swim.
What?
Yeah.
I feel like you've told me this before, and I'm still shocked every time.
I was a very sheltered boy.
I think that like I probably was like the least one because my dad also threw me off a jet ski when I was like 8 in the middle of the bay where we knew there were sharks and gators.
Our childhood was so different. I'm like, I'm not even going to dip my toe in a pool, and you're out here swimming with gators and squids and stuff.
Yeah, my mom had us jumping off our dock because we had the bay, so it's like attached to the ocean, but it's like water that's like less just open. Anyways, we had a dock in our backyard because we lived right on the water, and we would take frozen squid with us run out there when we saw the dolphins going by, jump in and hand feed these dolphins, which
Oh
is
my gosh.
terrifying to me now. Like, because you couldn't even see. Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah, I would never. That's like my worst nightmare. No thanks.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, and then Jennifer says, or Samantha, I thought it was Jennifer. Samantha, sorry, I didn't mean to call you that. Anything? Anything. I will throw up anything that you put up here.
Yeah.
As long as it didn't get us banned.
Lizard. Lizard.
All right, moving on to the next thing. Let me find another post here from y'all. Jesse, let me make this bigger. You can't see that. It's too small. This was when we were talking about being a maker versus manager. So we were talking about productivity. And so Alex Ramosi has this thing, and not originally his. He got it from someone else. But basically, there's like two types of people. There's like a maker and a manager, which is kind of basically like type A versus type C. And the makers are more creative, and they don't like jumping on calls. Managers are more likely to be on calls all day. Like, they get energy from that. Sucks the energy from makers, if that makes sense. Anyways, Jesse says, I have no idea what type of worker I am because I can relate to the 9 a.m. anxiety of having a call at 3 p.m. But when in flow, I don't really mind jumping around here and there. But back-to-back sales calls are scary. But back-to-back implementation calls is something I'm quite looking forward to. Desk is very cluttered, and I do lose focus easily, again, except when in flow. Haven't found a way to flow all the time yet. Might try the marble idea, though. The titanium-looking ones look cool AF.
They do. I like them.
Yeah,
I'm
that
like
marble thing
distracted
is cool.
now looking at the marbles.
Hey, should we skip ahead to talk about where you got the marbles from?
Yeah. Where did you get your marbles, Jenna? We'll do our school shout out. Do you remember which one we do?
Yep, it's the fun one. Here, I'll pull this up and then I'll press it. It's this one.
Yeah, boy.
School shout out. This is where we got the marble idea from. I'm in love with this man.
I knew you said you were going to say that, but it still caught me off guard when you said it. So this is Jordan Lawson. This is somebody I hired about 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago. For a lot more than $25 a month, by the way.
Yeah.
To help me like just stay focused, because I go through these phases where, one, I look at all of it as a write-off, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm like, do it. I view it as, if you don't go to college, or even if you do go to college, you understand that you still need continuing education. You still need somebody to help you along the way. And so I have a thing where it's like, I either choose that year, am I going to take a couple of courses, or am I going to have somebody actually help mentor me in a different area or keep me accountable? So 2 years ago, I decided I am in this phase where it would be really easy for me to allow distractions to really take me off of focus. I could procrastinate on things. I could say, like, I could give myself so many different reasons to not finish or complete something. So I came across Jordan's information, and he had like at the time he had a free call that you could get on, and like just, it was fully free, right? There was no strings attached at all. And he wouldn't even tell you about his offer unless you asked about it, which was really bizarre to me. And so I even was like, at the end, I was like, hello, tell me what your offer is. Like, how can I get more help? Because what he had told me on that free call was enough help to make like a huge difference in that moment. That was like way worth whatever his offer would have been, right?
Yeah.
So I paid like, I don't even know if I should say how much I paid, but it was like,
a lot.
It was a pretty good amount. And his thing was like more in a, not a monthly thing. It was more like a program kind of type thing, but he's like so brilliant, right?
He is. He's so smart.
And we even did like a podcast with him a while back, right?
And in that podcast, like, he helped me so much. There's still things from that I take away, even like 2 years later, about procrastination.
And the funny part is, because like, when you go get help, right? There's lots of things that you can say, like, oh, I know, right? Oh, I know this. Oh, I've heard this before. I've done this before. I know about this, but then you don't actually do it.
Yeah.
Well, there was a couple of moments where I was like working on things with him. It's like, and I knew in the back of my head, like, I already know this sort of, like, I've already talked about this before. And, but with his help, I was able to actually do it and track it because I had somebody that I was going to talk to, which is sometimes like all you need is like, you just need somebody to say, hey, I'm coming to show you what I did. And, he, some people might know this already, and I know it pretty much anybody that's been like in my coaching stuff. When we rate like how a week went, we never use the number 7. That's
Right.
something I got from him, and that was fun.
Yeah.
And it's true because like we use 7 as a default number.
Arden asked this too. Is that where you got the clarity call ideas from?
No,
yeah,
I've
yeah.
had clarity calls for a long time, but he's definitely the marble guy.
The number
He's
7 guy.
The number 7 guy, and he's also done alter ego. So if you're interested in the alter ego thing,
That's where I got that from.
yeah.
That's where I got that from. Yeah, he's super smart. So anyways, you paid all that money for that, and now he's got a school finally for $25 a month. And he's doing the same method that a lot of the other schoolers that I like are doing, where they're going live on TikTok and they're getting people that way. So
Yeah, and he just recently started it and like started talking to people about his school too. Let me see. I'll go tell you. It was February 7th, February 12th is like when he started working on it. But I think as far as the people joining, it's been since March.
yeah,
It's like
so
when
still
he's
pretty new then.
Yeah, it's still really new, and
I
I
can
think
see him
that
winning the school games. I really could.
oh yeah, definitely. I would agree with you. Like if it's going well on TikTok, the way that it's gone well for like Mikey and stuff, I think that this would
Yeah.
crush. And
he's already got a pretty big following.
yeah, the other cool thing for me when I'm like looking at it, oh, by the way, it's called Proof Lab by Jordan Lawson. If you can't read that, and I forget that people are listening sometimes and not actually watching. So the Proof Lab by Jordan Lawson.
Yep.
He's known as the procrastination coach on TikTok. The cool thing is I had told people about him, like that they should also consider spending that same amount of money and going and getting his help. But they're like, I'm not on TikTok, right? And now I can just say, hey, well, he's on Skool now, and it's way cheaper to just go through all of his stuff. And he's got classrooms. He has 5 classrooms that you can go through at your own pace. And the marble thing is in there as well. And he also talks about the different biases. And I definitely think that if somebody is like wondering the productivity thing, right? You're trying to be productive and you feel like you might be putting tasks off till the last minute, then you should definitely join because he's going to be doing weekly calls too.
That's cool. I wonder if we can get him on here to talk.
Oh, I'm sure we can. I can just ask him. It's
be
pretty cool.
All right. Podcast part 2 with him.
Doo-doo-doo. All right,
Cool.
back to some more ketchup time. More tomatoes.
So yeah, thank you for that comment, Jesse. And he doesn't realize what type of worker he is. I'm definitely a maker myself, and that flow state is really like important to me. Like if I get like I can't do anything if I don't get into that flow state. It's crazy. And calls definitely mess it up, unfortunately.
It's like we're the opposite person.
We really are.
Yeah, except for the whole like if I have something later on in the day, that one used to trip me up a lot.
Yeah.
Now I'm working on it, but it still can't be that way.
Yeah. Let me bring up this comment from Wendy. 'Cause she had a little comment on the maker part. She's kind of the same, maker, manager, or mayhem. I just feel like almost everyone I've met on Skool, I think, has ADHD.
Maybe.
Like,
I think that most.
I feel like everyone that I've like become friends with has.
Well, from my observation, and I'm talking like even Alex, even Sam, other people I know, I think there's all, like, we've learned probably within the last few years that there's like a spectrum, and I think that everybody has like a little bit of touch of that spectrum, and whether it's ADHD or they call it autism or whatever.
Yeah, Jennifer says the same thing. It's just ADHD symptoms.
Yeah. Figure out the crossover. It's like, I can be this in this day. I think that's the whole flow thing too, right? Like if you're trying to get in the flow, it's like which type, like you have to start really embracing it. This is something I've talked to other people about, is when you try to be resistant to these like labels or whatever, you end up pushing yourself away from like finding things that would actually help you. And the only reason I know that is because I used to hate labels. Like you're going to tell me I have a broken foot, I'm going to go run a marathon, right? And I actually did that at one point.
I believe it.
Very stubborn am I. But the same thing is like when you start to just like become open, and it's not where you have to open yourself up to like just fully claiming a label, right? You could also look at it and go into it where it's, I'm open to the possibility of this. I'm not saying yes or no. I don't have to commit to a label, but I could also just go ahead and see if there's some things that they've learned about themselves that can help me, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I never got myself diagnosed. I feel like I probably am, but it didn't really matter too much.
Well, my doctor straight up said, like, so I was talking to him because you have to have like a special referral to actually get the diagnosis. So we went through a couple of things and she was like, all right, well, I know that you hate taking medicine. And if you go get your diagnosis, that's pretty much all they're going to offer is like this medicine.
Yeah.
Do you want to pay for that? Or do you just want to like start working on symptoms yourself? I'm like,
Right.
Okay, thanks. So basically, it's not her telling me that I have it, but it's her telling me that I have it.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. All right. Let's move on to the next comment. This is kind of talking about how we were talking about our school shout out, how he does TikTok lives. James was asking, I don't know anything about TikTok, what demographics are popular there. Well, I'll tell you this. There's, I think, about 2 billion people on TikTok. So that's what, a fourth of the world. So back, 6-7 years ago, it was younger, like 18 and younger. But now at this point, every demographic's on there. And I know there's a lot of people that don't like it. And I just feel like maybe the reason they don't like it is because they gave it a try a few years ago. It's different now. It's just different. And I've heard a lot of people say any one of these platforms will work. TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. It's just sticking with one if you like it and just keep doing it, It'll work. Anything can work.
I saw a comment. Sorry. 6'7", freaking Arden. Yes, I would agree with you. And I feel like, okay, are we being controversial today?
It's a great day for it. You got a concussion. Just, that can be your excuse.
I'll blame it on it. Okay. I think that like if you actually want to be successful, if you're willing to actually put in the work to be successful, like you're willing to go give it your all, right?
Yeah.
TikTok is the best way to do it. And if you say it's not, I feel like there's something that you weren't willing to do. And what I mean by that is it's like some people I've heard well, I'm not willing to go on TikTok and dance. I'm like, get real. You haven't been on here on like,
it's not that it was that in 2020. It's been 6 or 7 years since then. It's not like that anymore. And honestly, if you believe TikTok won't work, then it won't. That's your belief, and so it won't.
Yeah, that's a huge point. The other part is like there's people that keep trying to reinvent the wheel, right? Rather than going and just doing what works.
It's not a creativity platform. TikTok does not reward creativity. Period.
Yeah,
because it looks for patterns.
The stuff that you work on the hardest, a lot of times like you're looking at it from the inside perspective versus an outside perspective. You have to look at it as, for TikTok, you need to be saying your keywords all the time, right? Mm-hmm. You need to be saying these great hooks. Like you cannot be on a platform for scrolling if you're not going to use a hook that's going to make them stop for a minute, right?
Yeah, it's kind of funny. I messaged you this morning. I'm like, I sent you a video, accidentally went viral. And I'm like, why did this go viral? Because I do not understand why. And then you said that there was a keyword in there that's really popular right now. I'm like, oh, that's why.
Yeah, exactly. And I think it's like when people are trying to, it's almost okay. This is not to one specific person. This is to multiple people. There's a lot of times, especially if you're coaching, you're going to like, you'll know this as a coach. You talk to somebody about like, hey, this is what you should be doing, but you have to either make it their idea, or if you're the one being coached, you have to just understand it's okay that you aren't the one that had the idea, right? To go viral or to do anything, because there's so many things that are just, if this is working in this moment, just do it. And then don't get stuck with, well, I can't learn new tricks, or this is what was working for me and now it's not. Oh my gosh, this platform doesn't work anymore. No, it's constantly changing. That's why TikTok is so good, is because it changes all the time. So it's not boring. You have your audience that's willing to spend hours on there, right?
Yep. Let me give you a quick, if you don't mind, just a 2-minute spiel on how to do it and make it work for real. All you got to do, really, really easy. Go to the search, type in your keywords, which you should know already, like whatever you talk about. Just start typing in the search bar. Set it to where the past, like, I don't know, 30, 60 days, and filter it by the ones that are like that have the most comments or the most likes, whichever way you want to do it. Just see what's working in your niche and just do videos like that. And then just keep testing and testing. And then if you find a format or a video that works, you can recreate that video as many times as you want, because the algorithm is going to send it to a new set of people every single time. You can remake the same video 30 times. Once you find something that works, do it.
You have to
Again and
assume
again.
it's like not your regular followers either, right?
It doesn't
it's
go
like
to your
the
followers.
opposite.
If you follow somebody, you're never going to see them again in your life. And that's honestly the beautiful thing about social media right now. Followers do not matter at all, because there's people with millions of followers will get less views than I do with a couple thousand followers.
In fact, there's like at one point, so you know how we like Mikey's Money House guy? I wasn't following him for the longest time, right? And that's because because Dominic likes his videos. I wanted him to still show up in our FYP, right? So that was like, and then I felt weird. It's like, we really like watching your videos. You're not a follower. What? You know? But yeah, that's how it is. It's like your algorithm sometimes will just continue to show you things that you spend more time watching. But it especially shows you it if you've watched it a little bit and you don't follow. It's so weird.
Yeah. It's all interest-based.
Because they're just trying to find a way to like keep you on the platform. Which, by the way, I have to tell you another funny thing. The continuing saga of my kid telling me a high yield savings account. So we got home last night and I went and checked the mail, and I got like, you know, your family that sends you money in the mail for your birthday.
I wish. No.
Well, I have an aunt that always does, and so I opened it up, and I'm like, I'm going to open it up with him because he wants to see the card. It's really exciting to get mail. And then I open it, and she had sent me some money for my birthday, and he goes, Mom. And I was like, whoa, because first of all, you're like right next to me. No need to yell that loud, right? And he's like, you can put this in your high yield savings account. I'm like, oh my goodness.
That kid is going to be
So-
rich one day.
Yeah, I'm like, no matter what we get, if we see money, it's going to high yield savings. It's
That's so
a
funny.
continuing saga for my kid.
We need a new drinking game. Will we mention Mikey on every episode?
Yeah. How many times will we mention Mikey on our episodes?
And that'd be the new one. How many times do we mention Jordan? That might be the new one.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to continue to do this. It's going to be fun. All right. Was there other?
Yeah, we can still get more comments here. This was a good one from Jennifer. I thought this could actually be like a whole topic that we could talk about. We can maybe touch on it a little bit. B2B schoolers seems to be where the money's at, but B2C stuff is trickier. So which one do you think is better, or do you have a preference?
I think you have to define it, right?
Yeah. So, I mean, you see a lot of people like, I mean, like we're technically, I guess, B2B because we're selling to other school community owners. And then you got B2C, which is people like Jordan who is just coming across. Well, actually, he might do some B2B.
Well, that he's helping other business owners usually with their procrastination.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's like, to me, that's still consumer.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So just to clarify, because this is like a big thing for me, is whenever we mention acronyms, I like to try to explain it. So if somebody didn't know what it means, they don't feel like they have to go Google it. B2B means business to business, and then B2C is business to consumer. Just to clarify for everybody. I think that the reason why it may feel this way is because it's a lot of people without even an audience, or without a social media, or without trying to go for social media. Mm-hmm. Like, if you have social media and you're actively creating something, like you already had it, then those are the ones that like crush even more. Like those are the people that you're seeing win school games more often, are the people that are working with the audiences that they have, or the audience that they've been creating. Mm-hmm. The reason why B2B seems to be bigger is because those are the loudest people, because they're the ones that need to find a way to figure out traffic because they don't have it, or they're not going after it elsewhere.
I almost feel like B2C would be easier with traffic.
Yeah. I think that a funny one is like B2B to school, like schoolers teaching schoolers stuff, right?
Yeah. Schoolers teaching schoolers how to make a school.
Yeah, it's something, I think, and this is not to one specific person, but if the B2C people realize that they did really good with school, then they try to go to the B2B.
Yep. You almost see every single school games winner will make a school, which is fine.
Not all of them, but some of them do. And it's fine. It's in one case, one thing I worry about is like, will they ruin their original audience, right?
That's true. They'd have to keep it separate because, like, that's not what I'm here for.
Yeah. You definitely don't want to be just because something's working well in one area doesn't mean that you have to do it.
Yep.
But it's always like it's a fun thing to try to like figure out and learn along the way. Mm-hmm. And what was it? I'm trying to go back and like remember, what did we even talk about on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? There was one of them that I think that Monday we were talking about your offer, so I definitely want to go back and talk about that at some point, but let's go through the comments still.
Yep. We got one. This was on the first day. Jesse was like, I should run my webinars as a live pre-recording.
Yes.
We gave him an idea there, which I don't know how well that would work. I don't really know. I mean, people do that a lot.
I mean, yeah, that's a really common thing. People do them and then they get called out because they say that they were answering live questions, but they're not answering any of the live questions in the feed.
Yeah.
Right?
So I don't remember seeing a Jessica in this chat.
Yeah. There's one person. It's me.
Yeah.
It's me. I'm
Jessica. Throw on deadline funnel. You got 10 seconds.
Right. I'm going to open this offer up real quick for about 5 minutes. Mm-hmm. I think pre-recorded shows were good for that, but I don't think that they were good for long term. Like, I wouldn't recommend doing it like often. I would recommend it only when you need it. Yeah. Is that how you would feel about that?
I mean, even with our lives, we got way less comments on our pre-recorded one, like way less interaction on our pre-recorded. Yeah,
so I think that they would like, because you still have to have a life, right? And that's why like I named the title like pre-recorded lives may save your life. Is because like, yes, you can do them because you need to go still live your life, go do your activities that you need. But then also remember that like you want to have these interactions where you can talk to people in the moment, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And kind of like I'll do basically webinars on TikTok Live. It's every day.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I think, well, I mean, if anybody would go live every single day on TikTok, they would, over time, it would like start to kick off. Especially if it's over 90 minutes, right? Is 90 minutes still the prime time?
Yeah, 90 minutes seems to be like when the algorithm really kicks in.
Nice.
Let me bring up this comment. We got another comment about the B2B thing, and this is kind of what I was thinking too. B2C is offers to people that aren't trying to make money from what you're helping them with. That's for hers. It's just for them to learn for themselves. They want to help people, and a lot of them don't have a lot of money to pay for these random personal things. And that's the thing. When you have like, I don't know, like you're teaching someone how to play guitar, like you can't charge them nearly as much as teaching someone how to make money because they may not have as much money to spend on something like that.
True, but at the same time, it depends on like what your ticket is and if you're going for volume, right? Because like those kinds of people, it'd be easier to go for volume versus trying to have it higher ticket, right? Because we have like the calligraphy school, they have like over 1K members and they're $9 a month, right?
Yeah.
So could somebody try to make money from writing? Is it writing or is it drawing when it comes to calligraphy?
I think it's a touch of both.
Yeah. So they could try to make money from it, or it's like something that's more of just a hobby for them too.
Yeah.
You know.
I have heard that if you're starting out, it may be better to just find one high ticket client versus doing like a bunch of little ones. It's just easier. I don't know.
I feel like that's an excuse for somebody who's like needing to make money in that moment, right? Like versus like taking the time to do the audience thing. I don't think it's like bad. It's like, but if you really need money, obviously go sell some like one thing that's high ticket. Go find the person for the one thing. That's why they say like selling to the rich is like better for you overall. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But if you're going to take the time and you want to build like a longer term business, you're way better off doing lower ticket and going for the masses because it's the same idea as Netflix, right? Mm-hmm. People are willing to pay a certain amount if you're solving a problem for them, but leverage your time where you're obviously not going to be spending one-on-one time with people for low ticket, right?
Yeah, I could see that.
Serving one to many. That's what the calligraphy thing is all about, right? They put out their monthly whatever package of calligraphy. Everybody gets it. But that's all they did was they put out that one monthly package for the calligraphy thing. Like here's April's letters and how to do this and like these template things. Cool. Like they did that one time, they created it and then they sent it out for their whole community and it's low ticket and they have many people and it's monthly versus that one high ticket person that maybe just one time and the stress of trying to keep that one high ticket person versus like if you lose if you have 1,000 at $9 and you lose 100 of them, so what, right?
Yeah. Well, you heard it here first. Here first, folks. It's an excuse.
Yeah. I mean, like, there's no wrong way to do it, but there is a way to make it more sustainable long term. I think the ideal thing is to do a mixture of both as you're growing because you still have bills to pay, right? So go ahead and get some higher tickets.
Exactly.
But don't, like, use that as your, like, oh, well, I'm only going to do high ticket, blah, blah, blah. Concussion me doesn't have a filter either.
So before we move on to another comment, I had a thought the other day that I've been dying to tell you.
Okay.
And I think it's going to piss you off.
Oh, yay.
All right. So, okay, GIFs, right? You
GIFs,
say you call them GIFs. GIFs versus GIFs. So would that mean your name would be Gina?
For the Guinness World Record, yeah.
Gina, GIF, GIF.
Yep.
All right. Well, moving on. Thought I could get you with that one.
No, my brain is not on full capacity right now.
I think this is our last comment that we can talk about. Jennifer said, I was excited when I noticed the drip when creating classes, but I didn't find it helpful. I'm trying to think what this says. So what she does, she just keeps everything in drafts and just kind of publish them as they go for the next step. Updated posts were also added to a page in each step too, so we can see how people were coming along. I like that, the idea of adding a post to the page. It's a good idea. But yeah, I've heard a lot of people are not crazy about the course stripping.
I think it's because that they want it to drip based on like when they release the course versus like when the member joined.
Right. Yeah.
So to me, it would be like I would just go put that in Schoolers and just be like, hey, can we have a toggle for it being when members join and like when we release it? Because there's complications to that, right? Because it's what if it's like when we release it and you still wanted it to be dripped for like newcomers, right?
Yeah.
So there's
that's not gonna work.
yeah. Or it's really manual because it's like if you wanted to have it for dripping when you give that person access, right? So you're going to manually give access to like, what if there's 1,000 people?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you need automation for that. Maybe school automation could make that.
Right? That would be a possibility.
I know for me, I like if I pay for something, I just want to binge it all. Just give it to me all. I don't care if it hurts me. I want to watch it.
Yeah, I feel like when I try to think about the one place that I found where I really enjoyed the way it was done, it was just the one with Matthew Thompson so far, because I would have not made all the changes that he had said we should make for like your screen time addictions
Yeah.
if I had just binged it all, right?
Right.
So there's some cases where I understand that it makes sense, but most of the time, if I'm not given what I paid for, I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, exactly. I'm the same way. Well, awesome.
So you're not getting out of this. We're gonna go into what happened with the offer thing.
I started working on it, but I haven't finished it yet. My kid was homesick, so I kind of threw a wrench in everything. But I do still plan to put it out.
Nice.
Yeah.
Have you figured out all the details?
Yeah. So okay. So here's what I was thinking. Tell me what you think.
Okay.
So I was kind of thinking of just keeping it really simple, and just doing like a 30-day, like short form challenge. And so I'm just going to get a list of some of the best hooks that I think work. So I don't know the number it's going to be. Anywhere probably from 30 to 50, maybe 100. I don't know yet. And these are hooks that I know perform well for business. And so you just have to post one short form video, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram a day. And you just pick from that list of hooks.
Nice.
And I'll give examples for each video too. And I could go a little deeper with it. And I could talk about like, here's how you optimize your profile to make it look good. Here's, just get everything set up. I don't know yet. There's a lot of details I could go into it. But yeah, some kind of challenge.
I think that would be good, especially if you do keep it simple in the beginning, right? So that you can then, because like if you start to add too much to it, then you're not allowing people to figure or like give you good, accurate feedback, right?
Right.
To have it based off of like what they're actually experiencing. Because I found like, even when you look at Schoolers, right? We have School 101. Well, School 101 is like, there's been moments where we've actually, they've done the research to see what is going to make someone stick and stay, right? So it's really essential for people to go through School 101 when they first join. But you'll notice Kirby and Sam give a bunch of different like ideas and different perspectives from different multiple schools, but they're also not telling you like this is the way you need to do it, or this is how, like giving strict guidelines of like how do you make a community successful, because you still need to have that open creativity for things to naturally evolve and change. And that's why you see Sword Dojo working really well, right?
Yeah.
Or the talking to animals, right? That wouldn't have necessarily been a school or successful school if they had given like a strict, like this is how you do it and this is what you must have in there and this is how the structure must be. Because people were able to take just the simple guidelines and then go see how it flowed for themselves too, you know?
That reminds me of another post that we got, or another comment that we got that I did not bring up. Let me bring it up. I want to hear your thoughts. Give me one second. It's pertaining to School 101.
I'm going to go play with the...
Lizard.
buttons.
Lizard.
James says completing School 101 is bad advice for new schoolers. It's too long. It's around 4.5 hours. Yeah. Should be broken up into more lessons versus one long lesson.
I disagree. It's nothing against you. It's I can see your perspective on why you would say that. When I'm looking at just even like a business point of view too. If you're wanting to get good at something, especially if you haven't done this before, then yeah, there's going to be a little education that you're going to need to spend some time on it. Just like if I was wanting to get certified in, I don't know, AC maintenance, I probably am going to have to sit down and watch a few hours of like how to do this, kind of thing, so that I can be good at it. Same with like, you know how, I don't know if you did this. I'm going to assume that a good amount of people may have had to go through like a CPR course, right? But there's different reasons why you might need a CPR course. You could be a babysitter. You could have been like first responding. You might have a home daycare. You might have a job where it's like you need to know CPR if you're going to be on here. You're going to be a lifeguard. Well, you're going to have to take the courses and get certified in it. There's no certification to School 101, but once you get through School 101, it doesn't mean that you have to sit there and watch the 4.5 hours. It goes step by step. And so when you go in there, you're going to go see like the classroom, you'll see School 101. It's the big picture. So you kind of get an overall idea. And then it goes into like, how do you even use the course, right? Figure out what topic you're on. And so because there's a bunch of people that go into school thinking that they're going to want to talk about one topic and then they end up totally changing, right?
Yeah.
It's how to set up your school, your first 3 members, and then it talks about engagement and the 10 true regulars. So it's giving you a process to go through it and then also not feel alone as you're going through it, because some people will be like, well, do I talk to just myself? At what point does engagement start to get really good? And so that's answered by having the 10 true regulars. People constantly are asking, like most people want to skip and go to lesson 6, which is growing your school community, but you really shouldn't. You shouldn't skip. You should know how to make sure that you're setting it up first. And then,
And each video is only about 25 minutes.
yeah.
It's not too terrible.
It's not that bad. People spend way more time scrolling TikTok, scrolling YouTube, Instagram feeds. 4.5 hours is not that big of a deal. And
Actually, I did this little poll. Which course format do you prefer? And everyone voted for the 5-10 minute bite-sized videos. But I think there's too much information in that to break it into smaller videos. I would actually argue that doing what they have it now with 9 is less overwhelming than having 30, probably.
Right. Yeah, you don't want to overwhelm your people. That's a big deal. But I think that it's one of those things where there's a couple of signs of when someone's going to stick as like a school owner. Going through School 101 is definitely one of those things that we want to point people back to. And that's why when you see us inside schoolers and we're pointing to like, what should you do when you first join? It's always go to School 101 first. Like, even though we could tell them to go check out the gyms, we could tell them to go do all sorts of stuff, right? We always say School 101.
Yep. Got to get that basic down first. Building blocks.
Well, we want them to succeed. Like, we want them to have their best shot. So we're going to send them in the path. Because it's pretty much like if you go into School 101 and you start going through it, you're likely already going to start getting involved and active in the community as well anyways.
Yeah. I want them to succeed. I want to be the best. I'm just joking.
That scared me. For real.
Oh, sorry.
I was like, what is happening right now?
Oh, gosh.
But
sorry,
this is us with the
spooky.
buttons, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Lizard.
Yeah,
Lizard.
well, this has been our ketchup episode. What's your favorite brand of ketchup?
I want mine to be organic with no high fructose corn syrup.
That's what I get. I get the honestly, the Aldi organic ketchup is the best ketchup I've ever had. And when I eat other ketchups, it tastes wrong.
You know who has the best ketchup in the entire world?
Who?
Whataburger.
Whataburger's so good. It's so much
love
better than In-N-Out. I don't even care.
I need Whataburger.
That's a hot take. All right. Well, this has been our catch-up episode. Tomorrow, we're going to be doing kind of something similar. We're going to be seeing what happened on Skool this week. So we're going to be checking out schoolers, other communities that might have had some interesting posts, and we'll be back tomorrow with a value. Yeah.
I need Whataburger fries right now.
You know what? I might have to go get Whataburger today.
I was thinking the same thing.
Breaking news. We're going to be eating some Whataburger. All right,
Guys,
y'all.
it's ketchup time.
Bye.
Bye.